G'day, Dom and Mel. So I did see you up late. I was probably because I'd been up late. Just to give you an update on the lighting as I just get run over. Sparkled your bush. But the tree's so much bigger now. I've kind of just shoved heaps more. See how it's that wonderful chandelier? A lot of the girls love that. We love the chandeliers of the tree kind of thing. So I've given it lots of shape. Literally put twice the amount of lights in it. And I've just done the rest of the trees. So you see how the footpath is bright now? I mean, it's important for you guys, but it's really important for James Street. Here and the other bar, like Crew Bar down the road, they're billboards for this street. So there's always people. It's always bustling here, which is great. So when you're standing here, not only the lights are good, it's the lights bounce light back on to the people standing on the footpath, and that's what you want to draw people in. The difference in what humans look like now with proper lighting in here. It's funny, you speak to mates who are here, it's too dark, which is really unusual to hear in pub. A lot of it, these haven't worked for ages. You can see the difference. I left these in here. They're the old bulbs. This way we've got to change. See how they're so dim and green? This is all bright and gold. I also had to counteract that hideous Bailey Nelson sign. It's all backlit, and everyone's been telling me it's too dark in here. A lot of the reason is it's just in silhouette because behind this ugly sign. Wish they could dim it. But at least this counteracts the horrible cool light off that. Another way that we could do it not so we don't have to annoy them. See this garden bed here? I'd be putting some rafus palms or something thick and lush in there to simply block that, because no one gets laid under cool white light. They get laid under this nice cool stuff. But this has got a great feeling to it. I mean, the difference just changing those over was the sound. I have smashed these trees I've just chopped out. There was probably 5 cubic meters of dead foliage. So you get your lovely awnings again. And I've been very florist on this tree. I've probably spent twice the amount of time that I normally would. I've literally taken down each one. It was like basket weaving, but you get these beautiful, you get a great outcome. I've got rid of all the, don't buy fairy lights at Big W, it looks terrible. So I've sparkled your bush, Mel, I've put more in. See, I've just put the good stuff in there, and I've connected it all up to a timer. The other thing, I mean, there's a lot of science to learn, and working for Disneylands and Westfields and all that kind of stuff, and especially doing a lot of work in Vegas. You want to keep punters here, and after speaking to your staff and all that, you want to keep them here later drinking. One of the lighting effects to do that, all this sparkle, that's why it works in Vegas. I've added a bit of a slight twinkle to it. See how you can just see that kind of shimmer, as Hannah said, sparkle like a diamond. Well, this is what, I can turn that on and off. But that effect alone, and especially just with the fairy lights, it G's people up. I know this is going to sound weird, but this style of lighting is like snorting a line of trucker speed. You want to keep them alert, and that adding that twinkle it keeps people out longer. That's the whole gist. And that's why, like I was doing, like every bathroom I do in hospitality, it'll have a warm light either side, so when they go to the mirror, they look $1 million. Your bathrooms need a little bit of attention with that. You don't want them going to the bathroom and it's badly lit, they look terrible, they go home. You want to keep the punters staying here, and I can't tell you the difference in pubs, even just a Nuka we've just down on the water. Simply turning this style of lighting on, all the punters stay. So I've sparkled out here. I know this is an odd effect to do in the guns, but it just gives a nice, and I've just put that fairy light, like Firefly effect. It's just a soft, which we can turn off, but it's more just to kind of lift it, make the place feel alive. I've been asking since been back jumping on this street, and I've been giving John George a bit of a hard time because the other end of the street looks terrible. Outside Centro and James, and the exterior of Crew Bar's it's just I did Centro and James 12 years ago. 12 years ago, they've not changed one light bulb. It's too dark. I've been asking so many people. A lot of the girls are finding it a bit unsafe here, which I thought, that's odd. But if you go down that end of the street, carrying a light on, I wouldn't, wandering around Centro and James. So I've kind of lifted it a bit more. Your building looks amazing. I've changed all your bulbs that match across, but light is energy, it's ambience, it's bringing it up. I fixed all the awning across here. I put all the floodlights on here. I've lit all those gardens. See all those trees there? So it feels alive. Things, I want to do this a little bit more like film setty. It's such a great building. See, I've got just getting the light fixed up on the top. Just trying to... Heath, Williamson, CBS News, James Street. Sorry, this was meant to be a 1-minute video, but it's just putting a little spot, a little 12 volt connected to this garden lighting here, just a slither of warm light across your brand. And I was going to put a little spot in the tree and put a slither, just a pool of just warm light over the 6s and 7s, just to keep the brand strong. And it's also that perception of safety as well. I mean, I do this with all councils around the country and around the world. Dare I say it, I do it with the police walks around the valley. Every time someone feels unsafe or there's a fight, they go and throw more floodlights in. That's not how you do it. You put more floodlights in, everyone's eyes shrink like shrink. You want people to feel safe. So look how good. I've opened the shutter there so you can see. So maybe just a slither of light across 6s and 7s. But keep in mind that tree's got 3.5 times the lights that were in it originally. The tree has got much bigger. There's a lot of light that actually comes from that as well. So as a drive past, you want the place to be looking really cool. I even got some Windex on the phone. I even cleaned up the phone box. I was treating it like a whole thing, like a film set. There we go. It's looking all jumping. So when you've got the girls complaining it's too dark out there, I think that'll be fixed with the festoons, but see that horrible sign? It just needs to be planted out. Just stick a rafus palm in there. The difference getting rid of all those dead branches. There were 2 broken light box signs here. We've fixed those. They were just because the branches were hitting them. Other things we could look at, we could just put, we could actually put more fairy lights in here, but just little landscape spotlights just to get a bit of hint. See, all this stuff looks beautifully lit. So I'd probably put a little spot in the tree just to slither light down there. They're all things that we can add. We've got to get this other stuff on the timer. We didn't need to replace all those. I think I've probably sent you about 20 videos, but we didn't need to replace any of those. We need to put them on I know you guys they're on almost 24/7. Problem with our bulbs, yeah, they're sexy and warm, but the problem is they don't blow. We've got grilled, and I see them all around Australia. They go this weird purple colour, and they lose their brightness. In that main bar there, you've got really good lights over the top, but you've got spotlights aiming into the punter's eyes. It's a complete no-no. You don't ever want to go to a bar and it's like looking at a car's headlights, because all that bar is lit really well, but you see those spotlights. Anytime you're spending money, you want it to be comfortable. You want a glow coming up when you go to pay for things. You just don't want to be looking away. So just a couple of things we could light that, and I thought this had plants on top of it at one stage. If you could just do something else with that, but other than that, it's looking great.